ICE, they all want the wall. We have some bad hombres here, and we're going to get them out.
When it comes to the wall that Donald talks about building, he went to Mexico. He had a meeting with the Mexican.
At our time, they would ask Trump about these accusations by this women, and Chris Wallace would ask Hillary Clinton, these are separately, of course, about WikiLeaks. One of the WikiLeaks developments was apparently she is really, during paid speeches, for open borders. So Chris asked her about that, and she said, oh, well, if you would have read the next line about it, I was talking about open borders regarding energy production. Oh, really? Well, then it switched from open borders. She just spun around like that to blame Putin. Huh? Watch.
But you are very clearly quoting from WikiLeaks. And what's really important about WikiLeaks is that the Russian government has engaged in espionage against Americans. This has come from the highest levels of the Russian government, clearly from Putin himself, in an effort, as 17 of our intelligence agencies have confirmed, to influence our election. Finally, will Donald Trump admit and condemn that the Russians are doing this?
That was a great pivot off the fact that she wants open borders, okay? How did we get onto Putin? He wants open borders. People are going to pour into our country. People are going to come in from Syria. She wants 550% more people than Barack Obama, and he has thousands and thousands of people. They have no idea where they come from. And you see, we are going to stop radical Islamic terrorism in this country. She won't even mention the words, and neither will President Obama. So I just want to tell you, she wants open borders. Now we can talk about Putin.
All right, so she's preparing with her coaches, and they say, if they bring up WikiLeaks, say, speaking of WikiLeaks, the Russians are hacking us, and
Change
this
the
is wrong.
subject.
Right.
Change the subject.
And Donald Trump is best friends with Putin, which he later said, no, I've never even met the guy. So, I mean, she was a master at doing that. She stuck to her talking point.
Until he
Well, I
called her
will
out
say
on
this.
it.
I will say this. This is what I'm saying. No matter what you think of Donald Trump, whether you're voting for him or not, each debate he's gotten 50% better. Think about this. He knows over 70 million people are watching him, and it's his first one-on-one debate ever. It's his third time doing it against somebody who's more experienced at the presidential debate level than anybody else. So I think that's pretty impressive on its face. Meanwhile, something else really stood out, and that was when Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton sparred over something that you would think belonged in Hillary Clinton's column.
You do have experience. I'd say the one thing you have over me is experience, but it's bad experience. The problem is you talk, but you don't get anything done, Hillary. You don't. You ran the State Department. $6 billion was either stolen, they don't know. It's gone. $6 billion. If you become president, this country is going to be in some mess, believe me.
On the day when I was in the Situation Room,
got out the way they wanted to get out. She gave us ISIS as sure as you are sitting there. And what happened is now ISIS is in 32 countries. And now I listen how she's going to get rid of ISIS. She's going to get rid of nobody.
See, I think that ultimately that answer probably helped Donald Trump, because as people look in, this is an election where people want a different kind of experience. And he reminded her that she's been part of the Washington establishment for decades.
100%.
He is a new guy, new experiences.
Yeah.
Did he host The Apprentice? Absolutely. He also built a big business.
I loved his response to that, because when she started going over the list of what she's been doing, helping people around the world, I was there for bin Laden. I was Secretary of State. Where were you? You were borrowing money from your dad. You were doing Celebrity Apprentice. And then he came back and said, yeah, I borrowed $1 million from my dad and I grew $1 billion business. That's what I can do for our economy. And that really resonates with people around the world, or in America, because that's the American dream.
And she was also First Lady when her husband was president, and that's when Al-Qaeda came to be. So were you in the Situation Room there, watching them flourish and watching us not take a shot at them? Meanwhile, we asked you this question. Who do you think won the debate?
Okay. This is from, is it
Avermillion.
Okay, she says she was great at diverting, but he nailed her on key points.
Then Sarah said on Facebook, I fully believe Donald Trump won this debate. This debate was informative, not just argumentative. I am very proud of how he did, and I'm confident that there are plenty of people who know something today they did not know yesterday. All right.
Meanwhile, there's very few.
Shut up,
Exactly
guys.
why we got him a clothing deal, and we got him some makeup, and we're bringing him out here right now to provide.
Yesterday in Colorado Springs at a Respect for Life dinner said that Hillary Clinton should apologize, owes Catholics an apology. I don't know if we got time to play the sound,
Right.
but he was very stern about this.
All right.
That's so
We're gonna
so
be
interesting.
watching.
Yeah, I've never seen him to weigh in politically, but I guess it really struck to the bone of what he stands for.
The very core.
They're very upset by it.
Catholicism.
Right.
All
The
right.
Cardinal
So it
gets
might
to be
be a
the
little
referee
difficult.
tonight
Yeah.
between the two of them. So
Might be a
It's gonna
little.
be great.
He's known for his joviality, but
Yeah.
it might be a little bit tension.
And I believe we'll be able to see both of their presentations live on the Fox News channel tonight. All right.
That's right. Thanks,
Michael?
guys.
thanks for having us.
All right,
See ya.
great.
See you later. Meanwhile, coming up on this Thursday, we